The 81st Golden Globes Awards took place this week in Beverly Hills, California. Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? So we have already come to the end of the second week of the year 2024, and I am here to give you all of the highlights of the news that you might have missed. We are starting with the Golden Globes Awards, which are accolades bestowed for excellence in both American and international film and television. Every year, we always look forward to who is going to attend and what they will be wearing, what's trendy, which colors are in vogue. For example, we are going to start with Jennifer Lopez. She walked across the red carpet in this pink dress looking like Barbie, very cute. And that is Leonardo DiCaprio, the guy from the Titanic, you guys remember? And we have Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer was looking a little lost. I wasn't very sure about the dress. It was just black and plain and not really making much of a statement. Well, Jennifer has been away for some time, so she might have been standing there feeling a little nostalgic. But of course, she remains everyone's sweetheart. And we will go to Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum in red. I think she was looking fabulous. This lady, for those who do not know her, is the ex-wife of Seal, the Nigerian artist that made hits in the 80s, 90s, and she used to be a top model, well, a supermodel. She and the likes of Naomi Campbell are the big inspiration for many young girls to want to go into modeling, and she still has it. She still looks good. Next is Selena Gomez, also looking wonderful in red. And some people decided to come with relatives. For example, Bradley Cooper, he was there together with his mom. And again, I wasn't too sure of that black. Quite a number of people wore black to the occasion, but some were just too plain and not very reflective of the mood of the Golden Globes, as we know. And Reese Witherspoon also came with her 20-year-old eldest son, which was very cute to see. Taylor Swift, I love Taylor Swift. I just believe she's a very pretty with very beautiful, unique facial features. However, the green sequined dress, I think that dress is hideous. No, I don't know. That dress is just screaming no, no, no in my ears. And another person who came in boldly in black is Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa is someone I've really not been hearing so much from. There was a time she was really trending. She was well sought after. And at a point in time, the whole hype around her declined, unfortunately, which of course is part of the business. Sometimes you have your high moments, sometimes you have your low moments. That's why it's key to always make the best of it when you're in the limelight. She looked good in black, actually. And another person that really wowed the audience is Oprah in purple, as expected. But I don't know, there is just something about her new look. I mean, every woman, I always say, is beautiful in whichever shape, size, form they come in. And Oprah has gone through some surgical procedures to make her look the way she looks right now. But I am wondering if this is actually for her. I mean, every woman ultimately should build their body if they can afford it in whichever way they please. But sometimes you see some bodies literally, and you're like, this body, does it really match? Or do we prefer the natural, how you used to be, how we know you? And that's really something I'm feeling with Oprah right now. Ever since she underwent the procedure, there's just something really stiff about her that just makes me a bit nervous, if you understand what I'm talking about. And last but not least, Emma Stone, who also won Best Actress. Congratulations to all the winners, by the way. And now moving on to the Emmys. Keke Palmer bagged the Emmy for Outstanding Host for a Game Show, making her the first woman to claim this award since 2009, and also the first woman of color ever to be nominated or to even win an award in this category. Now moving on to Beyonce. I love Beyonce. To the left, to the left. This time around, we do not want her to go to the left because the followers of Beyonce are always hungry to hear from her, to see pictures of her, clips of her kids, but it's really difficult and she's quite stingy with footage like that. So whenever she drops new pictures with, members of her family, we are always very excited to see what's new, how she's looking now. And I think she's looking fabulous in these new pictures of herself and Jay-Z that she shared online. Also see a before and after, 20 years in between, and this is a power couple. These people have worked hard together. They have built an empire together, just standing by each other, even in the lowest moments of their lives, and just building and winning and sharing, which are attributes that are paramount for a team to be sustainable. Now I want to move on to Anthony Joshua, former world heavyweight champion who has agreed to a deal to face Francis Ngannou, a mixed martial arts star, in a boxing match that is scheduled to hold this year in Saudi Arabia, and the match is reported to take place somewhere around March. Next in the news is Nigerian billionaire Aliko Dangote, who has now regained his position as the richest person in Africa according to Forbes, thereby dethroning South African business mogul Johan Rupert. Aliko Dangote is now worth $10.1 billion, while Rupert is at $10 billion as at press time. And who do we have here? Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori. These people made the news last week, with Kanye West posting raunchy pictures of his wife almost looking naked in different pictures around her birthday. And today, they are all covered up. I guess the weather is not smiling with them this time around. And another thing Kanye West made sure you haters out there know is that his wife is a master's degree holder in architecture. Talk about do not judge a book by its cover. And talking about judgment, Bobrisky has finally displayed his new boobies. This is a transgender. I talked briefly about him last week, and he wants us all to know that he has now built his boobs. I do not know if these are real. They look real, but I need the men out there to please take a better and closer look. Tell us if these boobs are truly real, or is this guy just playing with my eyes, with my mind? If this is true, then he's got guts. Because Bobrisky has always made it clear that he would someday want to be a father. A father with boobies. I don't want to be judgmental, but for someone living in Nigeria to want to go as far as this, he has got guts. And now let us go to this bad news from the Ace family. They announced a couple of days back that they have decided to go their separate ways. These people became very famous on YouTube after they started a family YouTube channel around 2015 that they devoted their entire life to. That channel now has over 18 million subscribers, and they have not posted on that YouTube channel for over 7 months, possibly because of the crisis they were going through in their relationship. But the very strange thing about everything happening right now is that just 21 hours before they announced they were going their separate ways, they continued to post on Facebook as though there was nothing wrong out of the ordinary. He even addressed her as my wife. So a lot of fans are shocked, and some are hoping that this is one bad prank, but I can tell you already that it is not a prank. From the statement put out by the lady, she had devoted and committed too much of her life into raising her kids, into being a great wife, a content creator, and thereby losing herself. So I guess she's now on the journey of rediscovering herself and finding out who she really is and just living her life for her. I do wish both of them and the entire family all the best in these difficult times. Moving on to Tiwa Savage, my love. She announced that she's been working on her first feature film ever titled Water and Gary to be released this year and shown in over 240 countries and territories worldwide. She said the film has been over 2 years in the making and she plays the lead role and she is also the executive producer. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for her. I cannot wait to see her work. Now, another not so very good news, especially for the fans of Justin Dean, who announced that he would be deleting his Facebook page in order to protect his children from all the havoc that is going on social media. He also said that he would do a video next week to talk about this, and I just want to hear from you all. What do you think about this? Do you think that Justin Dean deleting would reduce the madness around his divorce, or that the madness would just continue like nothing happened? Next is Warri Pikin, the Nigerian comedian who went under the knife to lose weight, and she posted a video displaying and showcasing her transformation from being that chubby girl that we all used to know and love to this almost skinny looking other girl. And I can tell you that a lot of people are not very pleased with her after look. Some of them say that she looks older now than she used to before. One thing we all have to realize is that these procedures come with a price. On the outside, you might just look like you just stepped out of a magazine, but there are so many challenges and side effects these people go through, even if they do not come out publicly to talk about them. And now we want to talk about the pride of Africa, Yemi Alade, as she performs at the opening ceremony of the Africa Cup of Nations, also known as AFCON. So as some of you maybe know, the games are holding currently in Cote d'Ivoire, and she was invited to do what she knows best. Yemi Alade is a very hardworking Nigerian artist, actress, dancer. Over the years, she has been able to build a social following of 12 million Facebook followers and over 18 million Instagram followers. She is definitely making Nigeria and Africa proud. Now, talking about AFCON, earlier today, Nigeria went head-to-head against Equatorial Guinea, and surprisingly, it was a draw, 1-1. I did not see that coming, and Chukwu Eze is one of the Nigerian players that really stood out for me. And as we speak, Ghana's match against Cape Verde is happening. Now let us talk about Israel DMV, the logistics manager of Davido. They were both sighted last night at a strip club in Lagos, and he was throwing some nairas. Yes, he was throwing some nairas at a dancer at the club, and he just came out of a very, very controversial marriage. Well, their separation was not without scandals. Last but not least, I will leave you with this footage of a real life scene. It actually looks like a scene from a movie, but this happened in broad daylight in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, and this has almost become the norm of the day. You just have to be very careful when you drive around, when you walk around in that city. And it's time for the final segment of this week's program, which is the fashion segment. Who do we have today under our microscope? No other than Celine Dion. Selena or Dion. What is going on here? What is happening here? Something is not looking right. One thing is for sure, that dress is not age appropriate. I don't know who styled her. She looks like a 5-year-old picked this outfit. It's just not working for me. In fact, the outfit is not even working for Celine Dion wearing it. I think this is just a big mistake, and Celine Dion, we all know, is a living legend. But this dress is not going to go down well in history books. That I can tell you. Talking about age appropriate, I would be at peace with this pink dress Won by Jennifer Lopez. We know Jennifer Lopez to be that sassy, sexy auntie. But tonight, she kept it moderate and glamorous. So I present to you the winner for this week. I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I'm sure that you're now up to date with everything that happened in the last week, at least the highlights of the week. If you'd like to get weekly headlines, do make sure you're following us on all of our accounts. And if you heard voices of children or other background noise, please do know that I am a mom of two, and I do apologize for that. Go ahead and share the video. I remain blessed, Njoh the Analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.